Buonasera e benvenuto a PRN per la trasmissione di oggi di IFAR Premier Series Autodromo Nazionale Monza alla città della Monza, provincia di Monza e della Brianza. Welcome to the IFAR Premier Series, the Italian Grand Prix. It's finally here, as I just watched someone kill themselves coming out of the corner. We are still in happy hour. There's 2 minutes to go. In case you are wondering what I just said in Italian, it's actually pretty simple. Well, good evening and welcome to PRN for today's broadcast of the IFAR Premier Series at Autodromo Nazionale Monza. It is going to be an incredible race today. I hope you guys are so ready for it. We're just about ready to wrap up happy hour here, but first, we're just going to run through some of our pre-race stuff as we always do. I do not have the points graphic ready, but I do have the points here, obviously. Probably should have done this real quick first. There's the race details, the name of the race, the track, and the location. Provincia di Monza e Brianza. That's where we are from. The only reason why I know the only reason why I know the province of this track is because in R Factor 2, instead of calling it Monza, they call it I think they call it something like Circa, like Brianza Circa or something, which makes a lot of sense. But anyway, welcome to IFAR. Been waiting for this for a long time. Today was our warm-up with the Budweiser All-Star Series. And now tonight, I guess you could say, is our main event. As these drivers, for the second time this season, will make a right turn. God help their souls. It should be an incredible race to watch, and I hope you'll be here for all of it. Take a look around through your starting lineup while we wait for happy hour to come to a close. Rodriguez is the only one that set a happy hour time. Probably should have had this pulled up during practice, but I was too distracted by the sound of loud engines. There. Roster pulled up. Well, actually, I should probably go through the points first, since that's usually like the first thing we go through with these broadcasts. But my phone is being a little slow today. In the meantime, Garson Muyong is giving you a fantastic ride around the racetrack, knowing what to expect. That's the constructor standings. I want the freaking driver standings. Thank you. Well, right now the standings are actually pretty straightforward. The driver standings, actually a really big surprise. Dunlop Brad is currently your points leader with 164 points. 30 points back is Natani Dagenhart. They actually, despite winning the last round, they've not moved into the lead of the race, or sorry, of the standings. So currently a Dagenhart Motorsports 1-2 when it comes to the drivers' point standings. Cole Baker, surprisingly, into third place as well. He's got a 6-point gap behind that number 87 car. Blake Kinkennon in fourth. Gino Bononi, the hometown boy, here in fifth. He's currently sitting 109. The Shaggy Dan. What the frick is that? Shaggy Dan Motorsports entries are sitting fourth and fifth, respectively. And Trevor Davis sitting 102 points there in sixth. He got a little bit of a road course action yesterday as he raced in the DSRA race at Sonoma. Hopefully he's ready to take on Monza. Garson Muyong, who just pulled into the pits, he'll be in 7th place in points. Alexander Gonzalez Green in 8th. Ruby Estes in 9th. I can't wait to see what she does. She looked pretty promising in practice. And finally, after all of that, you got Cole Rodriguez, who's currently sitting 10th in the standings. Jerry Cook is qualifying on pole today for this Italian Grand Prix. He set a 1:46.365 in his qualifying session. They actually had 2 laps of qualifying today, which is why it took us so damn long to get this all set up. So without further ado, let's head down to the track for more, as they are just about ready to get the start sequence underway. It'll be a rolling start at Monza, which a little bit out of character for this specific racetrack. We have the Flow Racing graphics, but we do have a surprise coming for you next week with the DSRA race. So watch out for maybe a new custom graphics package there. And by graphics, I mean literally just the frickin' ticker. So that's the only thing I know how to change in this godforsaken game. Gino Bononi, the scheme of the day here. We don't normally do that, but I guess it's our new thing now. If I can just get the front-facing cam here. Gino Bononi will be driving his Italy M&M's Ford Mustang.
Driver, start your engine!
Thanks, Vince Welch. I hate you. But Gino Bononi will be racing that his number 24 entry in that green, white, and red M&M's entry for his team. First IFAR broadcast we had at Atlanta, he drove that car, so should be a familiar sight. My driver to pick today, it's going to be a really tough decision. We're at a road course, and I don't think Carter Friesen starting this race. I'm going to go with Dunn LaPrade this year. I might kick myself in the ass later for this, but that number 5 car has been pretty fast at Laguna Seca. If it weren't for Carter Friesen, he would have won that race. So Dunn LaPrade, your points leader, is giving me the car that I picked to win this race. Otherwise, my fallback option, definitely Natane Dagenhart. They have really come through this season, and they are your defending race winner from last week. Coming to the green here. I'm sorry, not last week. We didn't broadcast last week. Green flag in the air here in Monza. And the corner we are all waiting for. Are they going to survive the first corner at Autodromo Nazionale Monza? 4 wide entering turn 1. Are they going to survive? Most of them will. All of them will. They all survive turn 1 with minor nicks and bruises. And Jerry Cook is pulling away from Natane Dagenhart. Coming into personally one of my favorite corners of Monza, this little chicane right here. Fun fact, after you get out of that chicane, that first corner, there's actually a soccer stadium on the outside of those walls. Actually, this track is situated right in the middle of the city of Monza. It's kind of like an Imola situation where the track is kind of situated in the middle of the town. So this is it's exactly like Autodromo Enzo Edino Ferrari, where the track is just right in the middle of the town. Jerry Cook trying to hold off Natane Dagenhart. He's really got that 87 car. Almost like, oh, we got one off in the sand trap here. Hard hit for Zane Mensa. I don't know how they're going to treat this. Got a driver calling for a restart. Zane Mensa saying thank you, Ruby, over the radio. It must have been her fault there for that wreck. Yes, it was. Ruby Estes takes Zane Mensa out of the race here. Just slow this down a little bit. Yeah, Estes looks like she just got a little. I need to see that again here. Ruby Estes gets into the grass there. Looks like she was just trying to overcorrect her car there, and she gets right into Zane Mensa. Almost takes out Garson Muyang while they're at it. Oh, that was a close call there. Ford on Ford crime would have been the outcome of that. And Zane Mensa hard into the sand trap. Hard hit for the 38, and he is out of the race. Ruby Estes coming over the radio, responding to Zane Mensa. Zane Mensa came over the radio saying, Ruby finding another way to end my race, and all she had to say was, cry. A classic racer response. Whether it's road racing or NR 2003, someone's always got to be there to say cry about it. Well, my pick to win this race started with Brad, currently not holding the position I thought he would. He got passed by Natane Dagenhart earlier. That number 87 car is absolutely unstoppable. Last time we were on the broadcast, we saw that 87 Smithfield Ford roll into victory lane. They have got a fast car. Coming down into Parabolica, literally the only named corner the only corner that I know by name here at Monza. Oh boy. Here comes the hero, a hometown hero, Gino Bononi, currently sitting back into 4th place right now. Maria Carmona enters the race, but she is out here. I'm not quite sure if she's actually a competitor. I actually don't know if she's actually a competitor, but either way, her number's showing up on the ticker. I was assuming that maybe she started the race and then got out. Jerry Cook still your leader here. This guy, the kart enthusiast that we all know and love. Actually, I don't know what's on the hood of that Toyota Camry, but I do see Dollar General. The no... Stay still, Jerry. Doesn't really matter, but this is all spread out here. So we have a bit of a battle here between Ryan Santana and Gino, but no, we got a car off into the runoff area there. No big surprise. That car belongs to. Oh, sorry. That car belongs to. Is there a caution? Nope. Main Mensa is out of the race officially. We've said that already. So Maria Carmona does own that 54 car, but that was actually driven by Cole Baker. I don't know what that 54 was doing. But Maria does own that car. Oh, we got one off in the grass. I think that was Carson. Might have just been overreaching on the grass a little bit there, but I'm trying to figure out who the 69 was. That was Aiden Smith that went off into the runoff there. Man, Jerry is just running away with this. He led 2.59 at the line. Now he's leading by, he's extended literally an exact second. Ruby Estes with a little bit of damage to her car. So that Comfort Inn and Suites Dodge Challenger. I'll tell you what, she's anything but comfortable in the position she's in right now, and so is Cole Jameson. Or sorry, no, not Cole. Cameron Jameson, my bad. Well, 20 laps to go here in Monza, here in northern Italy, not very far from the city of Milano. We're watching the IFAR Premier Series World Championship here on Prodigy Racing Network, and it truly is a world championship. We've been everywhere so far. We've been on road courses, on ovals, everywhere. I do believe this is our first trek outside of the United States. Probably will not be our last. This is absolutely wonderful race. Just so far for a lot of these, just to see a lot of these drivers display their talent on the road courses, is just spectacular. Especially Dunlop Pratt and the 87 of Tani Dagenhart. Watching, I told you at the beginning of the race I was going to watch these two, and I think I made the right choice doing that. And we have a battle shaping up here between these two Ford Mustangs. Dunlop Pratt and Tani Dagenhart, both teammates here. You know, part of me just hopes that he just wrecks his boss, but that's just me. The Tani Dagenhart still going around in second place there. The battle's still shaping up. Meanwhile, Jerry Cook are going to take advantage of that to pull away. He has pulled away by almost 2 seconds over Natani Dagenhart. No fear, that's what that says. Okay. Oh, shoot. Flandre Wilson. By the way, I do apologize. We've actually gotten the pronouns of Flandre Wilson incorrect. I've been referring to her as a guy, and that's turned out to not be true. I got notified yesterday in the DSRA server about that, so I do apologize to the driver of the 23. But Flandre Wilson is doing her best to catch up now to that 5 of Dunlop Pratt. Oh, she's loose. Into the signage she goes. I wonder if that's going to result in a penalty. Maybe not. She did make an honest attempt to slow down. Ruby Estes and Neil Gallagher out of the race. So we have Zane Mensa, Neil Gallagher, and Ruby Estes out of the race. The Tani Dagenhart hits the Armco barrier. Here comes Dunlop Pratt on the inside. Oh, beautiful block. She pushes him off the track. She'll push him right into the wall. A bit of a dirty move there by Natani Dagenhart, if that was intentional. I think they were just trying to protect their position, but they got way too aggressive. The race is still on for the two Dagenhart Motorsports cars. It's going to be a drag race in the Parabolica. The 87 has the fastest car here compared to Dunlop-Pratt. And I hate to admit that. The 87, I just want to look at what happened there. That was a pretty crappy move. I'm kind of hoping that that was just... I don't know what the hell she was thinking. That's the wrong straight right there. But what was she... what was they thinking? Sorry, I'm very sorry. I got Flandre Wilson in my mind right now. I'm sorry. Oh my god. Natani, what the hell was that? I don't know if they just got loose or if they just did that on purpose, but that was just awful. Dunlop-Pratt was trying to go on the outside of them, and they just pushed them right into the freaking barrier. Dagenhart is in front of LaPrade, undeservedly so. That was just a really bad move by Dagenhart. I'm sorry if you can barely hear me. Shoot, I'm sorry. Okay. Jerry Cook, currently your leader. I'm not really speaking that loud, I'm sorry. I'm just trying to stay quiet. I don't know. I don't know why. But, oh, Jerry Cook into the sand trap, into the kitty litter, as they say. A little bit of smoke coming out of the chicane, although that's to be expected. Flandre Wilson. Jerry, that's the gravel. That's the only mistake that number 70 Toyota has made all day, though. He's actually been really consistent throughout the course of this race thus far. And Tony Dagenhart a little bit closer behind them. They are still losing time, though, and I'm sure they're definitely losing time after that incident with LaPrade. And I'm kind of wondering if Natani Dagenhart doesn't have any damage to their car. So maybe I made a mistake picking Dunlop-Pratt to win this. However, my backup, him and my backup pick are currently in the top 3, so it couldn't have been the worst prediction in the world. But I did not expect Jerry to... I mean, I knew he was good at road courses. I just didn't expect him to take this seriously, I guess. I don't know. I guess you should never count anybody out when it comes to what's this called? Fixed setup race. Yeah, there we go. Fixed setup racing. What the heck? Did he just bounce off the wall? Or okay, never mind. He just overdrove the corner a little bit. But I guess when it comes to these fixed setup races, I guess you can't really count anybody out. Oh, Gio Bononi got a little loose coming out of the corner there. He's trying to chase down Ryan Santana. We unfortunately have no battles throughout the course circuit here. We only got 11 cars left on the racetrack, so unfortunately the amount of people to watch has significantly gone down as 3 cars actually have retired. Ruby S, what's the guys that is? Ruby Estes, Neil Gallagher, and Zane Mensa. Zane Mensa was the first one to retire, although that was a crash that was not a fault of his own. Ruby Estes got loose in the grass and took him out. Most likely have a highlight of that up on our channel. I might start doing that, like posting shorts. I should probably get back into posting shorts again. I think that'd be pretty cool. I got 1,000 views on my on my first one, so that's good. No battles here still. George, that car reminds me of you. The one that Rodriguez is driving, that reminds me of you. I don't know if it's just because of the William Byron vibe, or if it's just... I'm always tempted to say, hey, that's George Oriarte, the number 91 car, and then I realize it's not him, it's Cole Rodriguez. Oh, Smoke locked up the brakes a little bit. Aiden Smith has a little bit of damage to his left side. Just a little struggling to go through the... Yeah, he's definitely got some left side damage. He's got... He struggled a lot to go through the corners. Jerry Cook continues to absolutely run away with it here. We are not even close to seeing the checkers here in Italy. Italian Dagenhart pulling away from Dunlap-Pratt. However, Flandre Wilson's making ground on it's making ground on that number 5 Pepsi Max Ford Mustang. Currently, we have all, well, not all manufacturers because we're missing a Dodge. But, we got the top 3 real-life manufacturers represented here in the top 5, Chevy, Ford, and Toyota. Jerry, the lone Toyota in that top 5, is absolutely demolishing the field. Although, if you know Jerry as a racer, that's probably not going to come as a surprise to you. Gio Bononi and Ryan Santana are getting back at it here. Uh-oh. Bononi's got a massive run coming down the front straightaway. Is he going to get the draft off of that number 8 Chevrolet? Coming down into the first corner. Ryan Santana on the inside. He's in that iRacing Chevrolet. Gio Bononi in the M&M's Mustang. And that was about as anticlimactic as they come. Ryan Santana was able to kind of pull away from him on that chicane. And my dogs are barking. I wonder if somebody called the cops. There's Victor Delgado. Saw a little bit of him at the Sonoma race yesterday in DSRA. He is currently running 8th, so he's close to the back of the pack here, unfortunately. Kind of what they would consider mid-pack. Or if you're really edgy, just mid in general. I'm just joking. We might have another overtaking opportunity here. The number 8 and number 24 cars, those are going to be the cars that we're probably going to keep an eye on for most of the night. Because Ryan Santana and Gino Bononi, especially Gino Bononi, this is kind of a home race for him. And this is going to be... Oh, Santana got a little bit loose, but he maintains momentum. He's got a little bit of... Sorry, I got distracted by my dog. He's got a little bit of a gap between him and Flandre Wilson, unfortunately. As we start lap number 10, we have 14 laps to go here in Monza. It takes about approximately 2 minutes to get around this racetrack, so should be done in about 28 minutes. We're going to be here a long time, ladies and gentlemen. Italian Dagenhart, way far away from Jerry Cook. They've got about a 6-second gap there. Dunlap-Pratt. He's trying. I mean, he's got, I'd say, probably about a 3-second gap between him and Natani, but it's possible, completely possible for him to catch up there. We have lap traffic? Or no, he's just coming around the Parabolica. That is Cameron Jameson. Definitely not what I would call a fast driver. And we have reports that Ryan Santana has lost second gear. That is not a good thing. Ryan Santana has lost second gear. This is an Alan Kawicki situation with that number 8 Camaro. Oddly enough, no, never mind. Alan drove a Ford. This is the Chevy. But they are one number away from each other. Oh my god, imagine if he was driving a number 7 Ford Mustang and he had a gear issue. That'd be so freaking hilarious. Garson Moo Young now moving in. I don't know what happened to Wilson, but they are not... Okay, there they are. Oh, we got pit stops. Dunlap-Pratt's in. Italian Dagenhart, Jerry Cook. Yep, hit the brakes is right. If you take a look at his pit stall there. Italian Dagenhart moving into their Luna the Hellhound pit box. I always loved that they got Luna as their pit box sign. I think that's really cool. Hit the brakes, Buford. Dunlop-Pratt not going to gain any time in pits or coming out of the pits there. Mutani Dagenhart going to stay in second. The order kind of hasn't really changed, although Victor Delgado is taking advantage. However, will he be able to keep up with Jerry Cook? These two should know each other here, and Melanie Racing brand is a familiar sight for the guys that were in the Cook Karting Association. That's where I know this brand from. However, I don't think that Melling Dodge is going to go anywhere as long as Jerry is in this race. Unless Jerry blows a motor mid-race, I think this race is pretty much locked up. And even if he blows a motor, Natani's probably going to pull away from Dunn. So I don't know. It's kind of hard to say if this race would be wide open had Jerry not entered this race. And you gotta admit it, this guy is a freaking ace when it comes to these road courses. It's an absolute joy to watch on the racetrack. Every time he hits the road course, it's like he feels comfortable driving the car when they're at road courses. It's like he feels comfortable, just like it's like he knows the track like he knows his own bedroom at this point. Gino Bononi, the candy battles here between... Nope, never mind. Garth Young's pitting. Dang it, that would have been good marketing for the two candy brands. Move over. Crap. Yeah, I forgot what two candy companies are actually battling. Is it M&M's and Skittles, or is it just... I don't know. I don't pay attention to the capitalists... the capitalist battles. Except for Pepsi and Coke. Everybody knows that one, obviously. Jerry Cook, unsurprisingly, making a move on Gino Bononi. He was actually leading this. But now Cook has made his way past that Italian number 24. Unfortunately, the home car will not win this one. Jerry Cook is coming in like a bat out of hell trying to catch that 23. Where is Flandre? She is already about to... Oh no, that's not the Parabolica. That's, crap. It's that curve after you get out of the chicane. So, she is way far away from Jerry right now. Moo Young out of pit road. That car... Oh my god! Oh, he's lodged. Okay, never mind. That's a no collide. I was about to say, I thought I witnessed a death. Got so many candy... I just had dinner before I streamed. And now I'm hungry again. We got Snickers, and we got two M&M's cars in the field. We also got a Pepsi Max car in the field. And I'm assuming that this is like some kind of energy drink or something. Unless Jelly... sorry. Yeah, his name is Jelly. Unless Jerry has some kind of business that I don't know about. It's gotta be some kind of energy drink brand. It has the vibes of an energy drink, let's be honest here. Oh shoot, now that I think about it, Ascari is another corner that I know. Gino Bononi is into pit road right now. Victor Delgado trying to chase down Garson Muyong right now. Sounds like a Korean name. I think it'd be rude to ask him if it is, though. Victor Delgado, this is his first overtake opportunity here. And he will not make it count, but he's still got 3 more of those chicanes. He's got Ascari coming up here soon. At least I think it is. It's either this upcoming chicane or it's the one on that back stretch. I forgot which one. I think Ascari's that last. Yeah, I think it's that last one. Not sure though. Lesmo, is that what they call the first couple chicanes? I'm sorry. I used to know the names of these corners, but I completely forgot about them. I haven't really been watching F1 as hard as I used to back in like 2019 or 2020. I still know the names of all the drivers though, so that's my benchmark for knowing everything at this point. Victor Delgado still trying to hang on. The number 71 car is trying to weave his way around these corners. Oh, they're up going into the runoff. Delgado, Dodge versus Ford. Coming in down into Parabolica. Yeah, unfortunately you do have to brake before that. It'd be so, I don't know, maybe it'd be so much cooler if it was like at the final corner of Zandvoort, where you just like, where you can go full throttle at. I don't know, that's just, maybe, you know what, actually, you know what, I should not give FIA or the track promoters of Monza any ideas there. You don't need another Texas where they revamp the track and make it worse. Flandre Wilson about to lose her position to Ryan Santana. Jerry Cook did get past Natani Dagenhart, as we knew he would. You can't even see Natani in his rearview mirror. He's that far away. He just got out of Scari. Now it's coming down into Parabolica. We do have, it's going to be 9 laps to go when he crosses the line. I didn't even pay attention to the lap count. Gino Bononi currently at 127 back. He is currently 8th place. The furthest gap we have right now is a 131 with a 91 of Rodriguez. It pains me to see an Exalta car. Ah, well, never mind. He's got colleague racing numbers. It's no wonder why he's so slow. I'm just joking. Well, what the hell is going on with colleague? Now that's a car that NASCAR fans that have been around in the mid-2010s will recognize. Typically, that car used to be driven by Grey Galt. No, not Grey Galt. Actually, you know what? He did drive. I think he did drive a car like that in the Cup Series at one point, but I think that was. I don't remember the driver, but I do remember the car. I do remember the car. I think it might have been Matt DiBenedetto, but I'm not sure. Something tells me I'm very wrong about that. But that's not the point, though. He's going to try to pass Gino Pinoti when they get another overtaking opportunity. I wouldn't exactly call the Parabolica the best best overtaking opportunity, but you know what? I've seen weirder things, like a pass at Abu Dhabi. Speaking of which, I pray to God that is not on the schedule. I don't even think IFAR could make that interesting. Fuck you. You could send the Formula. You could send Formula E there and they'd make it. Jeffrey Earnhardt. That's who ran that. Okay. And it was a number 33 car. Yeah, I remember that. It was in NASCAR Heat Evolution too, I believe. Either that or NASCAR Heat 2. I can't remember. I think it was NASCAR Heat 2. I remember seeing it in a Heat game. That's all I know. Gino Bononi does keep his position, but that Dollar General brand, or that Dollar Tree brand, not Matt Benedetto, the Dollar Tree brand Jeffrey Earnhardt car is looking to get past that number 24. We're going to be watching this battle because right now it's the only thing remotely interesting at this time. Although Flandre Wilson and Ryan Santana did have a battle going on. They did have a small split across the line. But right now that battle is with Aiden Smith and Gino Bononi. Mustang versus Mustang. Just see what he does here coming into final couple of sectors. Do have We only have a little bit to go. Oh, we got one around! In a massive flip, Gino Bononi over and over. Up and over. He flipped pretty hard there, coming through the final chicane. Gino Bononi tipped over like a freight truck coming through $1 million highway there. Oh my goodness. I need to see this again. I think he took that, oh yeah, he took that curve way too sharp and just, like a semi going through a canyon. He just kind of, that is awful to watch. Gino Bononi, such a good battle too. Let's go on board. Oh, that looked like a hard hit too. Bononi, I wonder if he's out of the race. No, he's not. He's still going. I wonder what was going through his mind, honestly. You know, Aria said, before the race started, she said that the only job that these guys had was not to pull beat Antonio Liozzi. That's exactly what Gino just did. An Italian flipping at Monza. That's what he just freaking did. He pulled a beat Antonio Liozzi. Hashtag remove sausage curbs. Well, how about that flip that Nico Hülkenberg had at Abu Dhabi a couple years ago? That probably should have told us that that was not going to work. Actually, did he hit a sausage curb? Bononi is still going. Jerry is still dominating. The 87 has built a little bit of a gap between them and Jerry. That's Smithfield Mustang, unfortunately not cooking with grease. They are currently not up into that first place spot, but they are still doing half decent. I mean, it's another top 3 on the boards for the 87. Kind of wondering if we're going to see another one of those sausage curbs wrecks before this race comes to a close. Got about 5 or 6 laps to go, so we might. You never know. But Jerry Cook is still bending over the entire field and spanking them at this point. And they're just taking it like they like it. Oh, never mind. Natani Dagenhart currently in the first place. I am so sorry. Okay, so Natani is going to be the one bending the field over and spanking them. Okay. Shoot. Well, maybe there was a pit stop. They pitted about... They didn't pit very long ago. We just finished out that first cycle of pit stops not very long ago. Oh, we got one around. It's Aiden Smith. The second piece of that battle is now out of this. I want to see what happened to him. They haven't had a caution, although that's probably on the account that this is a road course. Oh, sausage curbs again. Hit that curb coming through the chicane. I wonder if there's an alternate. Nope, that sucks. Well, we'll probably be able to see it when we go on board with Aiden, but no, he got loose way before he hit that curb. He just lost control. We saw that happen. I was watching Ryan Santana before the race, and he lost control of his car in that same corner the same exact way. Lost the rear. That can happen. Yeah, that's happened to me a couple times, Aiden. I'm sorry. That's happened to me a few times, bud. You're fine. Although I hate Monza with a burning passion. Santana Pulling away a little bit, took advantage of that wreck by the 69. Garson Muyong is currently in 6th place in front of Santana. Victor Delgado about 4 seconds away from that 5th place spot, trying to get himself in the top 5, but Dunlap currently, or sorry, no, the 12 is in the 5th place, my bad. The leaderboard just updated. Victor Delgado currently sitting 5th place here in the Italian Grand Prix. And lagging. Dunlap, my pick to win. Unfortunately, my initial pick to win is currently sitting back and forth. Natani, my backup pick, is they are currently into 1st, and they are actually gaining on they're gaining time over Jerry right now. We got smoke. Did somebody wreck, or was it just the 69? I kind of want to check and see what happened coming out. Yep. Oh, we locked up the brakes coming into the corner. That's what happened. Okay, let's move on. Jerry is a little bit off coming out of the corner. You can see him. Natani can see him right in their rear view mirror. Natani hits the grass coming through Parabolica. I hate the fact that Formula 1 is sponsored by a Saudi government oil thing. We're not going to go into that. Jerry is just really becoming acquainted with that. Oh! That was not a smooth pit stop by any stretch of the map. Oh, this is a good camera angle. It's a really good camera angle. Holy. Ugh. Slid right into his pit box. Yeah, Aiden Smith has just had kind of a sloppy second half of the race thus far. He's spun out, and now he's kind of gotten into his pit stall, not in the way he wanted to. Right now, Natani Dagenhart still your race leader with 4 laps to go. Approximately 20 miles to go here in the Italian Grand Prix. Track is about 5 miles long, according to NR 2003. I haven't checked the Wikipedia page. Jerry has cut 6 seconds over Natani Dagenhart, so do keep that in mind. Oh, he's right there. That's not what I wanted. He is right there. He is literally a braking zone away from them. They use the green. Area said before the race that they are allowed to put 2 tires on the green. Any more will be a penalty. So do keep that in mind. She did make that clear before the race started. They are allowed they are allowed their right tires. They're allowed 2 tires on that green strip of concrete that's used for the runoff. Jerry Cook setting up for a pass here with 3 laps to go. Just pretend like he's got DRS here. He's got the draft coming on through the front straightaway down to the first chicane. He lets off the gas here a little bit. He's going to try and brake coming into the braking zone here. And Natani Dagenhart is going to try and keep themselves away from that number 70 Toyota. You can't really hold off for long there. You got to try and block with everything you can. I mean, it's not like Flandre. Oh, speaking of which, Flandre Wilson, loose coming through the chicane, hard hit on the back end there. We were just about ready to talk about her. She spins out. Natani Dagenhart on the outside. Here comes Jerry. No, contact! Contact coming into the braking zone. Natani Dagenhart a little bit loose coming through the corner. She gets into they get into the gravel. Here they come down the back straightaway. Into Ascari. Coming up the hill and into the chicane. Here comes Jerry. He's back into 2nd place. 3 laps to go here in Monza. When they cross the line, it will be 2 laps to go. Natani Dagenhart with the lead over Jerry. Here comes Natani. Jerry trying to make a pass through the Parabolica onto the front straightaway. Jerry to the back bumper of the number 87 car. Natani Dagenhart fighting like hell to keep that lead spot. They go off into the runoff area here. And another driver that's not really of much concern is Rodriguez. He's actually in the camera frame here, but he is a lap down as of right now. Natani Dagenhart into the first chicane once again. They only have to deal with this corner one more time when they cross the line. Oh, they spin! Natani Dagenhart into the kitty litter. Jerry Cook will take the lead away with 2 laps to go. Natani spins out. That's their race. Oh, Natani. Actually, you know what? We'll look at that after the race. Natani Dagenhart throws away their race here on that corner. This is a wild, wild sequence here in Monza. Bellissimo, Jerry. Bellissimo. Taking advantage of the wreck. He's still got about a lap and a half to go here in Monza. But I don't think Natani's down into the sand trap again. They'll get passed by Dunn LaPrade. I don't even think they're trying at this point. I think they're just really frustrated here. Natani off into the grass there. I think, yep, Natani lost it there. And they spin into the kitty litter for a second time and even get into the tire barrier. I think Natani's just flat out given up at this point. Natani's just, they're just cutting at this point. Now here, they try to take out Flandre Wilson. Natani is just out for blood here. They tried to take out Dunn LaPrade earlier. And Natani Dagenhart, I think they're out of gas. Either they're angry or they're... Please do not LePage him. Okay, I thought they were going to LePage Victor Delgado. I thought we were going to see a LePage. I honestly did. Although Natani would probably get fined for that. They do legitimately do fines in this series. They do monetary fines, so you do not want to LePage the field. Natani is just into the Armco. They've just completely... I think they're out of gas, actually. They might be out of gas, because we're seeing people... Oh, Jerry got a little bit loose off the corner there. By the way, 1 lap to go, presented by Budweiser. Or sorry, 1 lap to go, presented by Credit One Bank. This is IFAR. We can say the NASCAR thing. But Jerry just got off the circuit there. Jerry only has a couple miles to go before he's an Italian Grand Prix winner. Dunn LaPrade, currently in 2nd place. This is a familiar sight to Dunn LaPrade fans. He finished 2nd at Laguna Seca. Yep, there we go. The official cause for retirement. Natani Dagenhart ran out of fuel. The chat suggested that they were trying to save fuel. I guess it did not work out in their favor. Here comes Jerry, coming through the final couple of corners. Jerry's out of gas! Jerry just ran out of gas! Here comes Dunn LaPrade! Dunn LaPrade's gonna take the lead! Dunn LaPrade is in the lead! Jerry's out of gas! Jerry is out of gas! Dunn LaPrade takes the lead of the race! Coming through the final corner, Dunn LaPrade will win the Italian Grand Prix! In the most stunning way possible! I gotta calm down. He's out of gas now. He is out of gas. He crossed the line. Jerry Cook ran out of gas on the final corner. And what a heartbreak. Here comes Victor Delgado. He's also out of gas. Trying to pass Jerry Cook. He will. Delgado, he'll be passed by 69, although he is a lap down. Ryan Santana will actually be the one that gets 2nd place. Delgado finishes third, I believe. And a lot of cars out of gas. So many cars out of gas. Garson Muyong out of gas in the final chicane. What in the hell did I just see? Natani Dagenhart ran out of gas. Here comes Gino Bononi. Jerry Cook will LePage him. And Bononi will come home to finish 6th place at his home race. Yep, and Victor Delgado does officially finish 3rd. I gotta save this. This was wild. Wild, I tell you. Wild. Holy crap. Can you guys believe what you just watched? The 91, the 91's not pushing him. He's just giving him a little bump draft. Remember that. He's not pushing him, just giving him a bump draft. I'd love to see where Garson finishes here. 91 is giving, well, he's a lap down, so I guess. I guess what else is there to do? But he will cross the line, even though it's not under his own power. What in the hell did I just witness? Dun LaPrade, your race winner. My pick to win this race. I thought he was going to finish 2nd because of Jerry. And Jerry runs out of gas on the final stretch. And Dun LaPrade wins the race. I have never seen this before in my life. I've never seen so many people run out of gas on the last lap like that. This kind of brings me back to that one New Hampshire race, but I can't remember. I think it was like 2013 or 2014. I think it was 2014. Oh my goodness. Zane Mensa, unfortunately, out of the race earlier. And we will show you. We will actually show you how that wreck occurred. We're gonna just take that to you real quick. No, not qualifying. God dang it. So this is a crash that Zane Mensa got involved in. We're about to see that here just real quick. Didn't take very... Oh, there it is, right there. This is the one right here. This is Ruby Estes right there. She takes him out and into the kitty. This is the very first lap of the race. This was the very first lap of the race, entering into a Scari. We're going to take a look on board now with that Comfort Inn and Suites car. You can just see a really hard hit. We'll most likely have that highlight up on our channel later as a short. But for now, that is the end of an absolutely freaking amazing finish. And my heart is racing. I can't remember the last time my blood pressure was this high. The Jacksonville Jaguars came back with the Los Angeles Chargers. That was the last time my blood pressure's been this high. Oh my god, I need a rest. Anyway, thank you guys so much for tuning into today's race. It's been an absolute freaking honor bringing this to you. Huge thank you to Aria Carmona and the IFAR crew for bringing me back for another week. Before I have a heart attack, let's take a look at your upcoming schedule here for IFAR. What our next race will be. IFAR. I don't know what the next race for DSRA is, and I'm not going to look right now. Next race, we'll be heading out to Indianapolis Motor Speedway for the Brickyard, not the road course, the Brickyard. And then the next week after that, that will be on next race will be April 15th. April 22nd, we head out to Suzuka to take on the Suzuka East Circuit. I raced there in Curd Truck, really fun circuit. I think these drivers will enjoy it too. But thank you guys so much for tuning into today's race. This is your head commentator, Nicholas Koskinen. I will see you on Monday with the Budweiser All-Star Series as they head to Indianapolis Raceway Park. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you we'll see you on Monday. Dunlop Prad wins the Italian Grand Prix. Ciao.